Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Ultima Final Fantasy, the Ultimate
yes.
Final Fantasy podcast. I am Joe.
I am Caleb.
And today we are on here with...
Hey guys, Stolas.
Hey guys, Stolas. He's here. He is our artist, our resident artist for our show. We owe him so far $1, by the way.
Oh, 51 technically, but...
Oh, we owe him 51?
Yeah,
what?
So we have 2 new logos from him.
Oh, you bought... Okay, all right. I guess we owe you $51.
But $1 from stuff that's actually sold, which was inside our own book. That's kind of sad.
I know, it is kind of sad. If anybody wants to buy anything, though, you can click on the store logo on nudeclan.net is the only one with art from Stolas so far. Ultimate Final Fantasy does have a store, but it is not a Stolas artwork.
No.
Well, I'm making you guys a couple things. You guys should start making T-shirts.
We probably will.
Yeah.
Logo shirts.
Before the show ends. Before you guys are done.
I guess that would be kind of cool, yeah.
I guess we can take all the logos and put them up as T-shirt designs.
Yeah, because we did it as a Patreon goal, but it was not worth it at all at the time.
Oh, no. No.
So that backfired, and we were like, yeah, we can't do this anymore. But yeah, we could probably do that. We could probably play around with it. Yeah. As long as it's not like copyright.
It is on my list of
things to do.
Yeah, some more T-shirt designs.
The list that only gets longer.
It's not getting longer. It's actually getting shorter, Schweiss.
Oh, is it?
No one's telling me to do new things.
What did you put on there? Like, show up to show on 4/15/2018. Look at it. That's
on my weekly schedule thing. That's
I know. Thing. You have my schedule in Google, and every fucking day at 8 a.m. it tells me it's work time, even though it's sleepy time.
You know what? I had to disable that on my end. I was like, what the hell am I getting Caleb work?
Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting Caleb work, because I am not at work at 8
Obviously, we both log into the same email all the time. Yeah. We use it more than our actual emails. That's sad. That's sad. Yeah. Anyway, Stolas is here.
Schedule.
We're going to talk about your history with Final Fantasy, how you found us, what your art is all about, and maybe get into some rankings as well. And we doing Step the Host today?
Oh, yeah. Always.
Okay. All right. And
I have questions for you guys, too.
Oh, you have questions for us? Awesome. Okay. We'll get into those. We'll have a certain segment devoted to that then as well. So, real quick, let's do some plugs. UltimateFinalFantasy.com. Click on the store. There will be some Stolas artwork there soon, I guess. Are you okay with the same rate? Stolas?
Yes, it's fine.
Yeah, the whole $1? Yeah. We haven't gotten paid because it's too low for us to get paid from the site because, it's just too low. They have like a certain amount that they need to get to before Geekdom Entertainment gets paid.
You guys just need to prostitute yourselves a little more. That's all.
We do. We need to kind of get that into a well-oiled PR machine a little bit better. But I mean, these plugs are part of that, right? So ultimatefinalfantasy.com. You can click on the Patreon button there, take you to our Patreon page.
Yeah.
Or you can support us.
Get on the show.
So far, we still owe a Megadeth cover. Another Megadeth cover is coming out very soon. That's already been recorded.
We owe a drama.
We owe a radio drama, which I think I'm going to start outlining the week after Vagrant Story.
Okay.
So that'll be fun. That'll be a lot of work, but we're going to do it because we owe it. We owe it to you guys.
Yeah, I have 2 outlines that I have in mind.
Okay.
So we'll have to...
I have 1. So
okay. We'll compare them and see what we like the most.
We'll compare and contrast.
That's right. So it's coming, guys. It's coming.
Yeah. Another way to support the show, you can click through the Amazon link, and whatever you buy through that link will give us a small kickback, and it won't cost you a thing.
Yeah.
If you have Amazon Prime, you can also support the Twitch channel, which unless we're doing one of these Patreon episodes, we're streaming live every Saturday or every Sunday. And right around 9, 10 a.m. we'll be on there.
Yeah, we need to get some Twitch icons for that, too. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah,
okay.
We should.
Yeah, because we got them for Nude Clan so far.
Yeah. Should get at least 1.
Yeah, I agree. So we'll do that. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free. You can tweet me at Joseph Villiers.
Me at UFF Podcast.
Do you got a Twitter?
No.
No, okay.
No.
All right. We're just going to move on. All right. Let's get into it. Where did you first even hear about Final Fantasy?
It was the PlayStation 1 era. The commercial for Final Fantasy 7, that like CG commercial where Sephiroth's ripping off Genova. Mm-hmm. That reveal scene, like that was, I remember seeing that as an advertisement, and I just wanted to fucking play the game. Sorry, I'm going to swear a lot.
Was that, that's fine. We swear a lot as well. Was that the one that is where they're like making the movie, where they're like acting like it's a movie trailer?
I don't remember offhand, but all I remember is like Sephiroth like ripping off the.
So you just saw that image and you were like, I need that game.
Yeah, I was just like, I want to play that.
Is that so? Is that the first one you played?
Yes.
How was it?
I actually, when I initially bought it, I didn't understand what we usually played before was like fighting games and platformers. I didn't understand that you had to interact with shit. So when I initially got it, I played it and I couldn't get past that first scene where you just go into the reactor because I didn't realize you had to talk to one of the NPCs. So I was like, well, this is kind of stupid. And I stopped playing. A year later, I picked it back up when Final Fantasy VIII was coming out. Just because I remember subscribing to, I think it was like Game something. It's one of the gaming magazines back in like the late 90s. Mm-hmm. I wanted to replay it, and I think a lot of my friends were playing Final Fantasy VII at that point, so I picked it back up, and I thought it was amazing. The ending was so fucking good. It was amazing. Such a good game.
I agree.
So you said when FF8 was coming out, that kind of spurred you to going back to
that
7?
and a combination of my friends playing.
Did you play FF8?
Excuse me?
Did you play FF8 then?
Yeah, I played everything except for 13, 11, and 14.
Whoa, okay. So
on release, is that what you're saying?
No, not on release. I'm not that old.
Oh, he's never played those, is what he's saying, I think.
Yeah, I haven't played 11, 14, and 13.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Or the only ones I haven't played. I played everything else, though, and a lot of the side stuff.
Why did you skip 13? What thought process?
Because it was, so it was that time like when Square just released 12, which 12 like on release I don't think was very good. Like the remaster is amazing. Like I appreciate 12 so much more since they did the remaster because they fixed the treasure system. The treasure system in vanilla 12 was stupid. I didn't see the point because just like the RNG thing was too much. And then like the story wasn't there. So like between 12 kind of being let down, then they released Dirge of Cerberus, which was terrible. And then like between those two, I just felt conned by Square Enix at that point. Like Vincent Valentine was one of my favorite
stole your money.
Yeah, I was just like, it was like pure fan service. Like Final Fantasy or Dirge of Cerberus was pure fan service and it was like terrible. It was absolutely fucking horrendous. So it was like kind of like upset. I was just like, I don't really want to play this shit. Like this is the direction that they're going in. I don't really want to play this stuff. Their character designs are getting like really bad. Then I saw the trailer for the 13 and I was just like, wow, this is like super sci-fi shit. I'm also not into this. Versus looked really cool, but then I saw the price tag for PlayStation 3. I'm like, I'm not getting that. I'm not paying $600 for a fucking machine.
Oh, did you ever get one? Or just
my friend loaned me his for like a hot minute. I played, I think, Kingdom Hearts 2 remaster on there, but I gave it back. I got a PlayStation 4, which was a pretty good purchase.
Thinking that the PlayStation 3 came out more than like 10 years ago, it still hurts that it was $600. It's not back then, $600 was a lot. Now it's still like, that's way too much.
And the nail in the coffin for me for the PlayStation 3 was that it didn't have backwards compatibility.
Yeah, only
I was just like, why? Like you're gonna make me rebuy all my games I have? No, although I'm not buying this piece of shit.
You know what's so weird about that? Everyone, like I've talked to I think like 20 people about this now. They're like, my PS3 is one of the ones that can play PS1 games, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, all of them can play The PS1 games, man. The PS2 games, that's the golden ones. Those are the ones that you want.
It can't because of the controller. This is like the DualShock controller is not compatible.
No, you can with the PS1
there
games. Your PS3 just can't handle itself.
No, you're right about my PS3 now, but I had one before. It would start the PS1 game up, and then it'll be like, please insert a DualShock 1 controller.
Really? Like, I've never had a single problem.
Or a DualShock controller. I don't think it was called a DualShock.
Well, fuck, maybe I'm crazy. Then maybe I'm just
It will play the disc. Like,
I'm just privileged with my
PS3. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm not remembering right.
Maybe. Or you've just had PS3s that just don't look into the past. They're like,
this PS3, my PS3 now, it will not. It'll play 30 seconds of a game, and then it will freeze.
It won't even play PS1 downloaded games, which is
But
sick.
it plays PS3 games just fine. Yeah. What the hell?
So yeah, backwards compatibility. That was a big issue, and it's like,
I felt so betrayed,
and it's already $600, and they're like, oh, it would have cost more. It's like, fuck it, just do it. Like, you're already fucking, a mortgage payment for this stupid console. Why not?
And that's like what kind of concerns me about PlayStation 5 is just like what, because like they did really well this generation. It's just like, how are they going to fuck us over now? What are they going to do for the next generation? It's going to really piss everybody off.
I mean, I think the PS3 ended as a really good console. It had to warm up.
Yeah.
Also, the other thing that makes me want to buy a console is how many games I'm going to play on it. Because I don't want to like put that much of an investment down if I like only going to be a couple games. And like, from what I initially saw from PlayStation 3, I was like, there's not going to be a lot for this. And like the one game, like I'm not going to buy a console just for Final Fantasy. It wasn't a lot of drive.
I may have done that.
We bought Switches, and one of them is literally underneath the router. Like part of the Switch is underneath my router for my internet. That's how fucked up we are over here. We just like, let's get Switches for the show. Yeah. And it's propping up a router right now. That is what the Switch is.
I'm not happy with that, by the way, twice.
I keep forgetting to move it. I'm sorry, but I don't want to touch it because I don't have anything for it. So yeah, I feel you. It's like buying a console. But the sad part is the PS3 now is like bitching. There's like so many re-releases of great PS2 games. Like, you want PS2 games with trophies? You got them. Like,
it also has a better selection of PS1 classics in its PlayStation Store.
Yeah, the PS4 is like, fuck you. PS1 is way too long ago.
So what we're saying, Stolas, is buy a PS3.
Yeah. Well, I have
a PS4. I'm good.
You're on to the next thing. You're not.
That's
even
fair.
But
back. So you have a PS4, but you said you never played 14. Is it just an MMO? A dislike of MMOs?
It's the MMO. I don't like having to do things on a time limit. I like to take my time, and like I don't like event stuff as much. I also don't like having to rely on other people to play with in any way, shape, or form. Like, I want to be able to do things at my speed. I don't know. That's just
fair.
My gist.
14 is a very single-player MMO, though.
That's fine, but there's still those limited events that I don't like, because I'm a completionist. That's the other thing.
Oh.
I'm a huge completionist, and I don't want that stress.
You don't want...
like, I'm not going to be able to get that one stupid item that's not going to make any difference in my life, but I have to have it.
That will destroy you. Do not play 14.
Yeah. Don't do it. You're right. You were right before.
You'll die there.
It'll just keep going.
Yeah, it doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop at all. That's why there's still people playing it after we've beat the game, basically. It's like they're still going, man. There's still things that they're trying to get.
Yeah. All right. So that makes sense. We filled in the gap. So 11, same thing as 14. So you said you played 8 on release. What do you think of 8? Like, did you has your opinion changed over time? Is it?
It's interesting. It's like one of the I think it's the weirder Final Fantasies in the sense that like 2, 8, and 15 have all the same problem where they're rushed. And they have like these like very, very polarizing concepts to them. But I think like overall they're good games. It's just, I appreciate 8 because I like the idea of a Greek tragedy. And it's one of those games that I think that you do have to play a couple times to like really understand the story. Especially like with Ultimecia and like her motives and like how much she actually is a part of the story. But yeah, I like 8. The goddamn opening is still like gives me chills. Like,
it's great.
Like it's one of the best openings they've ever done, and like it falls into the whole theme of like time compression and everything else. I think a lot of people miss, and like also it also establishes the world, I guess, like the libera Vitali,
yeah.
I forget, like how to say it, but like it means fated children. And then you have the words like Phethos, that little tagline, Phethos, Wekos, Venosec, whatever the hell it's called, is anagram for Succession of the Witch or Succession of Love, which is also the theme of the story. So there's like a lot of things that like just that opening established within the world. I appreciate that game for what it is. I don't think it's necessarily a very good Final Fantasy because it took away so much. Like the idea of an equipment system and the expendable magic. It's too different from everything else. And I don't know, it's weird. I don't think anything after 7 would have been necessarily very good.
Do you think we're wrong on our opinion of 8? 8 is what.
No, I think I think you're right.
8 is what got me into the Final Fantasy game. So I love 8 still, but I do think it's deeply flawed.
It's flawed. I agree with you. I agree with most of the things you guys say about this stuff. I think we kind of operate in the same wavelength.
The hate length. I mean the critical approach. So.
Yeah, I think like your opinions are justified, and I think the faults are there. I don't think 8's in any way a perfect game.
Okay. All right,
I think it'll be interesting if they ever decide to remake it to see like what it's like, because I think a lot of the things that we miss, like for instance, the presence of Ultimecia, like from when she first appears in Timber, I think that'll be a lot more evident in a remake.
I just remember the second time I went through the game, seeing like Ellen getting set up. Like I didn't even like remember the first scene. She's in the very first scene of the game.
Yeah, she is. Yeah,
and it's like, oh shit, that was the setup. So there are certainly some things that do warrant a second playthrough, and will kind of help you figure out what the game is trying to do. Yeah. So I agree with you on that. What is your opinion on Eyes on Me?
I don't know. I don't know. I have any opinion about it. It's there.
Oh, no opinion. Really?
You got to.
I can see.
You gotta have an opinion.
It's okay. It's catchy, I guess. It's not my cup of tea. I don't really like. I'm not into that type of music. I think it's better than the one from 10.
Suteki Dane?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't. I also hated Titus and or Titus and
that Fei Wong song. And her inability to sing in English drives me. That is on top of the bad song. It's just
and not to be
song.
racist here. It's tough. And then at least the one from 10 is in Japanese.
It's in Japanese. It's in pure Japanese.
I'm sure these lyrics are shit, but I don't know. Like I'm 95% sure, but that 5% is I don't know Japanese, so I can't complete it.
Can't judge the songwriting ability here.
Exactly.
Okay, well that's an interesting opinion. That really is interesting. You're gonna love our Megadeth cover of Eyes on Me then, I'm sure.
Oh great. I'm so excited.
All right, I'm sure you are. I'm sure Megadeth is more in your wheelhouse, right? Yeah, I'm judging from that silence. I'm guessing no. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, Fei Wong. I do want to say Fei Wong is a really good actress. She's in a movie called Chungking Express, and she's fantastic in that movie. So I'm not going to say that she's all bad because of that song, but that song does exist, and you can't ignore how fucking terrible it is. Sorry. But she's great in Chungking Express. I'm telling you guys. If you guys want good Fei Wong, that's the way to go. Okay, so Final Fantasy VIII was there. When did you decide to go back and play the old games?
After I finished. So the way I played was I played 7. I tried Tactics and did not understand it.
That's fair.
Then I played 8.
Did you understand 8?
Yeah, I understand.
Oh, so you understood 8 and that
No, 8 I didn't really understand at first. Well, like, I understand the junction system. By the time I got to Ultimecia, I did not... I got my ass handed to me. I didn't understand the GF compatibility thing.
I'm surprised you made it to Ultimecia, frankly.
Yeah, 8.
I'm surprised you made it past Adele and went to Ultimecia.
Oh, Adele was a fucking horror show. That took me forever to try to beat her. I had a lot of issues. I remember that distinctly, how hard that fight was.
And you were like, I'm going to keep going. It can only get easier from here.
Yeah. No, I got to Ultimecia's castle, and I was just like, all my abilities are sealed. And I was like, well, these monsters are actually kind of hard, so I'm just going to go right to the boss. And I got my ass handed to me. I was like, well, I'm just going to have to restart the game. And I actually read this time and understand like how to properly junction stuff. But I went from 8 to 10, then to 9. Then I started playing. I got 5 and 6, and then I played 3, and then 2 and 1.
And how many years is this over span of? Just curious. Like when did you beat 1?
I don't know. Well, I started playing when I was 7. When I was, I think, 13 years old. And I'm so-and-so age now.
So-and-so, okay. Let me, like, when was 1 beaten? So I have your order written.
One was beaten in college.
1 was, okay, so it's been a few years, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a few years.
I'm not gonna ask for specifics if you don't want to give them. That's cool.
Yeah, we can already guess based on what you said.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. All right. So tactics you didn't understand. You tried that. 8.
Yeah.
You had problems with, but you did beat her, right?
Yeah, I've beaten all of them.
Right,
all the
sorry.
games
You
I
probably
played,
said
I've beaten.
FF10. What did you think of 10?
I fucking hated the art direction. Art direction
yeah.
was so fucking horrendous. Tidus looks like...
you're an artist too, so you're probably extra.
Tidus looks like fucking Meg Ryan. That's all I can see the whole game. He looks like Meg Ryan.
Looking for his Tom
Like,
Hanks.
it was okay. I really liked the world and how the world was established. Like the idea of the Aeons and how integral the religion was. Like, I thought that was really interesting. I did not have an emotional connection the way that people did. Like when that ending scene when like Yuna falls through Titus, like I laughed. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh wow, you're horrible. You're a horrible person.
She still doesn't get it.
I was like, you dumb bitch.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, no, it was good though. I really enjoyed 10 for the most part. I really didn't like some of the cast, like Waka and Riku, and also again their costumes they just didn't make any sense. Like I can only imagine the smell that comes from Lulu being in like a hot tropical place and wearing that fucking fur
and the belts.
The smell.
Yeah, she's got to be ripe.
Oh boy.
But but other than that, like I really liked 10 on a world establishing level. It was kind of disheartening though not having a world map at that point.
Yeah, because you've been playing the old games before 10 came out. So yeah, that makes sense. So FF10, you're kind of lukewarm. That's unusual. People usually like 10 or hate 10. That's you seem
10's like actually right in the middle for me.
You seem right in the middle. That's okay. You're a new one. You're a new one here. We like to make generalizations. I hate it when you don't fit in.
Yeah. Come back when you're right.
FF9, did you hate the art style on that one?
No, FF9 I really liked. I liked everything about 9. 9's like, for my ranking, which I guess we'll eventually get to, but it switches between 7 and 9 as my top. I like 9 as a whole. I think the story is really good. The characters are really, I don't know, they're special. Except for Amarant is the only one that kind of like stands out as someone who's just not a developed character. But like the rest of the cast is pretty developed. They like, you really get to know them. The system, the way you get to know them, the ATEs is like a really good system. And I like the world. It like felt magical and like special, I guess.
Okay, so I'm betting. Wait, did he tell us 9 was number 1, or is it between 7 and
7
9?
and 9?
7 and 9, it alternates. I like 7 because 7 is the nostalgia factor, and like every time I play it, like it reminds me of certain things, and I don't know.
Well, how often do you replay 9?
Not very often. I just replayed it, and when we re-released it for the PS4. I need to get those trophies.
Okay.
Yeah, Stolas is like.
Unfortunately, those trophies are a fucking horror show. So I'm still missing that stupid jump rope one.
Stolas is a trophy god.
Platinumed.
The trophy god.
Yeah, he only has like 7 games on his trophies, but almost
that's a lie. There's 12.
Almost all of them are 100%. So he just he goes nuts. So I assume the man has no backlog to speak of, and he's just like one game at a time.
Yeah, but basically, I do have a little bit of backlog. I have to play Night in the Woods. That's like the reason why I haven't played it was because it's like to get the trophy, like the platinum, you have to play it like 3 times through, and I'm not mentally prepared for that.
But yeah, like Dark Souls, like a couple of them. I think.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
Fucking ridiculous. Yeah, so important. It's important.
What do you think of FF5?
I liked 5 more than 6.
Really? Whoa! Yeah. You're wrong.
I liked
but
5.
Okay, tell us about it.
5 way more than 6. The world is better. I like the world of 5 way more better than I like the world of 6. Also, I have a thing about 6 in the sense that like it's a good game, but like people complain about 13 in the sense that all the characters are whiny. So is 6. 6 is the same amount of whiny characters. Terra is a miserable main character. She's not.
Lies.
She's terrible. When you play Dissidia, you'll realize because like Dissidia is kind of like an encapsulation of like their story arc. So you kind of realize like how whiny Terra is as a character, and so is like Celeste and Locke. I don't think they're really that humorous. The only thing that like takes away from is the fact that you're reading the dialogue rather than it being spoken to you. And so you don't really get the full effect of like how whiny the group of characters are. And also half of them shouldn't even be like, they're not necessary for the plot. Half the cast of 6 doesn't need to be there.
That's only if you accept Square Enix's rendition of a Square Soft game. If you accept Square Enix's renewal of these characters
Do not give me that shit.
Final Fantasy VI as reality. If you want to, then sure. I mean,
God. But no, I liked 5 because I liked the job system. It was pretty great. And I don't know. I liked the world. I thought the world was really interesting.
That's fair. 5 is a great game. Like no one will dispute that.
I do love me some 5, and I think I had some story problems, but I think. I like 5 a lot.
Seth is not necessarily a very good villain, but neither is. Well, Kefka's interesting, but like Kefka's not like a very well established villain.
Yeah, I think a lot of people give Kefka way too much credit.
Like he's entertaining. He's an entertaining character, but like there's no backstory for him.
Yeah, and one of the weird things that Final Fantasy does a lot of, and you've probably noticed this too, like Eastern mythos, like there's a lot of themes of like good and evil with people. Like you are not good, you are not evil. It's the yin and the yang. It's the balance between the two. 3 did that really well, where they mentioned the warriors of darkness that came before you because there was too much good in the world. It was too one-sided. But something that Final Fantasy does all the time and just time and time again is they do the exact opposite of that. They do, this guy's just evil. Like, why is he evil? We don't know. He's just evil. Kefka's just an evil bastard. And he wins, and that's impressive, and it's cool, but the reason why he's taken down a notch for me, and I assume you, from what you're saying, is because he's just evil. There's no real motive for it. Like, Sephiroth has a motive. Arden has a motive. All of these other great Final Fantasy end bosses and antagonists, they have motives. They're not just...
Even Ultimacia has a motive, who's actually my favorite
time compression
antagonist. Well, it's not that. It's her. It's like so the story is based off of, like, her story is based off of, I guess... Well, it's the her challenging her fate. I think that's the other thing about 8 that doesn't get enough credit. They did actually a much better job of the concept of fate versus 13. 13, I think, did a really poor job of conveying what fate means and like how to challenge it in a sense. Where 8 kind of like the world, because Ultimacia challenged her fate, she was punished for it. And the whole entire time, she's trying to change everything, and the result is that she opens up the path for her to be defeated. I guess, does that make sense?
Okay, I'll have to think on that one. I'll have to ponder.
Well, like, she creates the whole world. Like, she's the reason why the gardens exist. She's the reason why Squall exists. She's the reason why Adele goes after Alone.
Okay, yeah.
That's one of the things.
Oh, so you go with Alone, huh?
That's how you say it.
Is it really? It's not Ellen?
Yes. Type it into Google Translate.
I just assumed it was like an a-hole spelling of Ellen. And no, I've called her Alone all the time because that's how it reads. But like,
it would go along with Squall's whole personality thing about how he feels alone. You know? It's like a play on words, I guess. Wow. That's the way I looked at it.
Okay, that's a good way.
But like the reason why Adele did
the
after
only way to
alone
solve
is
this is by
Ultimate
looking at what her name is in Japanese. I like to win arguments that way, but
well, you could be right.
I could be. I'll never look it up. It's fine. It's cool. I can be right in one thing at least. Okay, so you like 5 more than 6? You're an odd fella. I think Krinital might have had a similar.
Someone probably did.
Someone did. Someone in our audience did.
We've done a lot of.
I just didn't like 6 that much. Really? 6 is good. I just didn't like it.
It's just too whiny of characters. Too much drama.
Well, maybe. the cast wasn't that significant. Also, like it was oversold for me. That was the other.
Okay.
Like that was the other huge thing. This guy that I was hanging out with and stuff when I was in high school, he was really adamant about me playing it, and he hated 8, like despised 8. And he oversold it, and I finally played, and I was like, "This isn't as good as I thought it was going to be."
That happens.
Like, I thought it was going to be up there with 7, and it's not.
Yeah, that's interesting. Just oversold. Have you revisited it, or just played it one time?
Yeah, I played it. I played all the games multiple times.
Oh, really?
Like it's disgusting how many times I played 7 and 8.
Okay.
Like it's well beyond like 10 times.
Well, as an artist, what do you think of the art, at least from 6 and 5 and all the 2?
I like the pixel art. It's not. I think the thing that I always find interesting about it is that what they're able to do with the limitations and what they would look like if the limitations weren't there. So, for instance, if like 6 had the graphical power of 7 and what the world would look like, I would look at it in that sense. I think that with 5, it does a better job in a sense of like gives you. I don't know how to explain this. So it's fine.
Okay, all right.
Never mind.
3, 2, and 1, and 4. 4 is not on this list. Did you play 4?
Yeah, I played 4.
Okay. Go ahead and talk about 4.
I forgot to mention that. Yeah, I did play 4. I played 4 probably after 5 and 6.
Okay.
I played 3 when the DS came out, the DS version, obviously. But so actually I played 3 last. I take that back. I did play 3 last. But I like 2 actually a lot. I like the story. 1 was okay. Kind of just there, just exists. And 3 was hard. 3 was a really hard one.
3 is an asshole. God damn it! That last crawl of dungeons. That just.
Oh yeah, Cloud of Darkness definitely kicked my ass. The Garuda kicked my ass.
And I assume you didn't play it on a Kindle and cheated your way into restarting the boss fight over and over again.
No, what?
Yeah, without having to go to the save point. Yeah, someone did that. Someone I know did that, and didn't have to go to the save point.
Who would buy it on a Kindle? Like seriously.
That's what I'm saying. Also, you don't sound resentful at all, Joe. Not at all.
It's okay. I got my revenge last night.
Sick fuck.
Isn't your revenge by just playing Joe Core all the time, though?
Yeah, just having less time on my save file most of the time. My revenge is I did beat Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door last night.
Oh, congratulations. That game looks super painful.
It wasn't actually painful. It was a lot of fun.
Really?
I beat that at around 7 p.m. and Schweiss beat it at 4:30 a.m.
Yeah.
So that's my revenge.
And I started out the week 22 hours in.
That's true. and I started it on Monday. So that's my revenge.
Yeah.
I feel good about this latest round of gaming. Really
well, it's been good games too, so it's satisfying to not get shit games that take forever. You get a good game.
Because it looked like you had a mental breakdown on the Twitch stream twice when you lost like that hour worth of save data
on Paper Mario.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know the sad thing.
I thought you were gonna beat someone. It was kind of great.
The sad thing is I turned it back on a few minutes later, and I got to where I was in like 10 minutes. I was just figuring out the puzzle, but it was that fidget spinner enemy that pissed me off. That was bad.
It is a fidget spinner, isn't it?
It
It's
is,
just like four-sided.
I hate it. Yeah.
The fuck were we talking about? Sorry, Stolas.
We're talking about art, and then
Art.
I guess like which I liked more,
Yeah.
the worlds or.
I think we were going 3, 2, 1, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of that NES era. What do you think of 2?
I like 2. I think 2 is interesting. I don't know. I like 2, but I also look at 2 or 12 being an extension of 2. Like 12 is just a more fleshed out version of what 2 would have been.
Oh, because it's Star Wars again?
Yeah, it's Star Wars, and like it's basically the same concept.
Yeah, they're similar. Okay, so those are kind of like the main series games, so it's good to have like an overall kind of like where does Stolas lie with these games?
Everywhere.
Yeah, but you have played them multiple times, so I'm hearing some negative opinions from you, but if you've honestly played most of these games multiple times, so there must be like...
I think I played, the only one I haven't played
there.
multiple times is 3. 3 and 2 and 1
I
are
don't
the only
blame
ones I haven't played multiple times.
I don't blame you.
Everything else I've played multiple times. I played 4 on the PlayStation version, the Chronicles, that port, and I also played as the DS version. The DS was a fucking monster because they upped the difficulty level. It was disgusting.
Yeah. We
I was like, how is this?
I think it
how
takes
is this a
like
kid's game?
10 more hours on average to beat it too. Like that's oof.
Yeah, that's long considering it's only a 30-hour game.
Yeah. What do you? So you didn't like Dirge of Cerberus, I assume.
Fucking piece of shit game. Never mind. Go on.
Did you ever revisit Tactics?
Yeah, I played War of the Lions. Actually, Schweiss, you and Schweiss have my copy. I gave you my memory card stick for my place or my PSP, so you guys can play it whenever you want. When I gave you Duodecim and Dissidia, when I shipped that to you guys, Dude Kun.
Yeah, we got from him.
But yeah, I liked Tactics. Once I understood it, it's just like for a completionist standpoint, it's impossible.
What do you mean it's impossible? Sorry.
For you to as a completionist, I want to master everything. I want to get all the jobs for every character and have like a perfect save file. But like seeming that each battle takes 40 goddamn minutes and you have like 20 characters and like to master all those jobs, that's years. That's years worth of one's time.
You just reminded me of how long those battles are. Yeah, that's atrocious. Did you play the sequels?
No, I did not want to.
They're
that was
fine.
during the same era of like when Square started getting really shitty.
The stories are no good, but I think the gameplay's pretty good.
Like that's the era when Square started getting shitty in the sense that like Dirge of Cerberus came out, FF12 wasn't that great. Then you had the 10-2 was also in that same area. It was like 2002 to 2009 was just shitty.
Are you
shitty
saying
Square stuff.
they've returned to glory? What is your current belief in Square and Enix?
I'm okay with them.
You're okay with them now.
I'm okay with them. I like 15 was good. I enjoyed 15 for the most part. I think a lot of some of the stuff I kind of raised an eyebrow to. Like in the sense of like some of the cut content they just decided not to include into 15, like some of the CG renders that they did that like establishes Noctis and Regis's relationship. I was just like, why couldn't you just re-render that and put that back in the game? That's so weird. But no, I generally like the majority of their stuff. I'm kind of excited for the FF7 remake. Kind of. I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't know either.
They're gonna do some stupid shit, but it's fine.
It's 100% sure they're going to do something stupid.
Yeah.
Just what it is the question. Yeah. Did you play through 15 before reading into all the stuff they cut?
No, okay, so I find Tabata interesting because Tabata wanted to do, like, compared to what Nomura is, like, Nomura kind of doesn't reveal anything until, like, a lot of stuff is done. Tabata,
which is never,
decided to show everything, which is a fucking problem, which is why you don't do that. Because, like, then you have the expectation, like, oh, this is going to be in the game, sweet. It's not, because it just couldn't fit in.
They just did it too early, yeah.
Tabata blows his load all the time.
And
okay, that's a good observation. I never thought about Tabata that way. I think he's just too excited to share.
Yeah, he just overshared, and it was just too much to the point where like it disappointed fans. Like, just don't like say things. And also like another like stupid thing, why he had to rename Stella into Luna. Just fucking call her Stella. Just fucking call her Stella. It's the same fucking character. No one would have known the goddamn difference. It's the same character model.
I'll tell you why. It's Luna's a better name for that character.
I guess, like, symbolically,
Stella,
yes.
Stella. Stella, there's too much history with the name Stella in English language entertainment.
Well, I think they did it was because of what it
and
means.
Luna,
like what Luna means, because like the moon goes away. Like if you well, since we all played 15, like the whole thing is like the impending darkness that's coming. So Luna has to die, which is the last salvation of light during the long night, wherever it is. So the moon dies, and then Noctis dies, which means the night dies, right? It's like a symbolic thing.
Don't you dare call it the long night.
You just told me even more reasons why they needed to change your name.
No, I know, and that's fine. But like, he didn't have to. I don't think anyone really would have given a shit.
It's like if they kept Terra as Tina. It fucking no.
I guess, but like again, I think it would have made a fucking difference. I don't think half the fans would have even really realized that this character was changed, other than the fact that she didn't have fighting capabilities.
I think I would have made fun of a character named Stella. Like I can't take this girl seriously. Her name is fucking Stella. I think that would have been part of our review had her name.
Our suspension of disbeliefs are a little bit different.
Okay, all right. Okay. Any other like spin-offs or movies you want to talk about? Did you watch Advent Children?
Well, I watched Advent Children. I thought Advent Children was interesting. I kind of hoping that maybe they'll turn it into a part of a game for when they do the remake.
Like a giant FF7 saga story instead of just
like I think if they end up doing DLC content and stuff, it'd be interesting for them to do like a side content with that.
Oh, that's interesting. I never thought about
or like
that.
to do like a side content with like Crisis Core, Advent Children, not Dirge of Cerberus, and just ignore its existence, because that does not need to see the light of day ever again.
I doubt it will.
Probably won't. I think there's like
really
copyrighted music or something, right? Or that's
Crisis Core.
Like you have to see like the way that Nomura went. Like people like kind of rag on his designs for 15 / versus 13, but like they were so much better than like that era from 2001 to 2005.
That's true.
Like his designs for that era are fucking like he had a drug problem. There's no excusing that.
There's a lot of dick sucking on the Nomura end from fans, and I don't understand it. I love Kingdom Hearts.
I like his designs. I think they're interesting. The Kingdom Hearts designs are interesting. The way he's incorporated Disney and Final Fantasy together and making it into a very successful looking IP, but
I'm not as impressed with his art as I am with
Amano. I like Amano a lot.
Well, Amano's interesting, and that's the other thing too. I think you guys will like about. For side content, I played Crisis Core, both Dissidias, not the new one. I played that for a hot minute. It was terrible.
Jesus Christ! Yes, it is.
But the ones, the PSP versions, you guys will like the PSP versions. The PSP versions are good. It's 1-on-1. It's good. I've also played Tactics, and I think that might be it. There might be another one in there somewhere, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, the one thing I loved about Dissidia was that they make all of Mono's designs in a 3D form. So like you get to see Cecil in his Amano design and Cloud in his Amano design. It's like it's really interesting seeing his design in that concept, I guess. Or in that media.
Yeah, I mean, I love Nomura, but I don't know. Some people like really go on him, but I would like to. I guess that will be cool to see. Is his Amano's artwork in a 3D realm? I always wondered why. Can we have him give another chance? Like, come bring him back?
Yeah, let Nomura just keep making his fucking Batman statues till the end of time, and bring back Amano for a little while.
His Batman Gundams.
Yeah, I'm like, Jesus, how many of these am I going to see? I mean, they're cool.
What's interesting about those is that Batman design looks exactly like his Kingdom Hearts stuff that he's done.
It's like Batman like fucked Vincent Valentine. And
This is the offspring.
yeah.
Yeah.
I do love Kingdom Hearts. He's perfect for Kingdom Hearts. That is his babies.
Which that's another thing too. To go back to like 15 for a second, it's interesting because Nomura, like, despite he takes whatever, he takes a long time, blah blah. We don't know what the production pipeline was for them, and we're kind of basing it on our outside perspective, which is limited.
Which is Kingdom Hearts 3 has taken forever, and FF15 took
forever.
But
like, that's production. That's upper management. I don't think that has to have anything to really do with him. I think that has to do with...
We're definitely speculating. You're right. Definitely.
Yeah, it's a lot of speculation, but it would have been interesting seeing how he's done Kingdom Hearts and how successful it is, and like how those games are complete stories. Like they're fun, and the gameplay is really good. Like when you guys get to Kingdom Hearts 2, like the gameplay is really good, and there's strategy involved. 15 was lacking in strategy, I felt, for the most part. Like, I don't feel like I need to have a strategy. You just need to overwhelm enemies or out-level them. And also the story was lacking. It would have been interesting to see Nomura being able to complete 15 in his vision and see how different it was. I think his focus would have been just very different than what Tabata's and what the end result would have ended up being.
Yeah, I mean, as much shit as we give Nomura on the show, he has been a huge part of some of the biggest storylines in the series, like the whole Cloud stuff, like everything that's based on everything on Cloud's backstory, everything about Cloud. That character was made by Nomura exclusively. He wrote all of that stuff for Cloud. So I mean, the guy can do it. It's just, I guess the frustration on our end is from just how long it took him to do it, and then they end up just passing it on to someone else. And like, it's not like, oh, he's too busy with Kingdom Hearts 3, because that's been in production for a long time too.
The only reason why it was passed on for 15 was because they made him direct. They're making him direct the remake.
Yeah, that's because of how much.
If the remake didn't exist, if it wasn't happening, he would have still been on there doing that, and he might have been co-directing with Tabata. Maybe
the side quest would have been a little bit better.
Maybe side quest would have been better. The gameplay would have been better. The magic system would have been better.
I guarantee you the cutscenes would have been longer.
That's true.
Which I'm fine with, because it needs to have some fucking meat.
It needs a few more cutscenes. I don't know if they need to be longer though. I do like 15. I felt like it really had a good pace. I did just get through Paper Mario, which had fucking long cutscenes near the end. And I remember in Kingdom Hearts 2 had some real long ones.
Yeah, that's true. So, you guys will I'm excited for you guys to play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. Or at least
2.5 years from now.
I know Schweitz is going to go for the platinum.
I've played the first... Yeah, I've just played 1 and 2.
Well, they included, there's something called, data battles, and, they're extremely hard, and they're very strategic. Like, you have to be either really good at blocking, or you just have to have a certain equipment.
Is that's only for Final Mix?
Yeah, Final Mix, not the originals.
Not the originals. Okay.
The Final Mix. You should play the Final Mix versions. Those are really good.
Oh, we will. That PS2. I would dump my. Excuse me, not PS2. I would dump my PS1, and my PS2 is already dead, so it's going to happen. Yeah. The only reason I haven't done my PS1 is because Xenogears is in the future. It's
and your PS3 is fucking simple.
Yeah, my
so
PS3 is. Yeah, it's so bad.
What is this old tech you feed me,
What is
master?
this? I can only take the newer tech.
Yeah.
So
out with the old, in with the new.
Keep reminding me of that. I'm just getting more and more pissed off of that PS3.
You shouldn't have to deal with it. Yeah,
I shouldn't have to deal with this. Maybe I'll give him a talking
burden.
to. Yeah.
It sounds like you're in an abusive relationship.
I am.
and there's a number you can call.
Oh boy.
1-800 fuck you PS3.
Hey, that's a few too many letters.
Yeah.
All right. Kingslave. Did you watch it?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay.
It's just again, it's just one of those things.
I think I got it.
It's just why? The thing that pisses me off about 15 in general is that it had so much fucking potential to rival 10 and 7 and 6 story-wise. It's all there. Everything's there. It's really good in concept, but the fucking execution is so fucking bad and questionable in certain areas where it's just why? why, like what they're doing right now with the last bout of DLC for 15, they're basically establishing an alternate timeline ending. And it's just like, but why do you feel like that was necessary? Like, why can't you, instead of you creating DLC that's catering to another story that you didn't really build on at all, why don't you finish the story that isn't finished? Or add in things that need to be fleshed out?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. I liked the original 15. I avoided that kind of talk until I was done with the game.
Oh, you guys should definitely play 15. I mentioned to you guys before, I made that so you guys can have like a segment on it, I guess. But I made like a not like a checklist, but like
it's like a master list,
a spreadsheet of all the changes that they've made, and they're interesting changes. Like they're pretty good. Some of it is questionable, but it's good for the most part, and the majority of it's free. Like 70% of it.
Do you ever feel like it's not really fair though that they put something out and then nowadays you're just able to change it on a whim? Like,
it's fucked up. I don't like that at all.
It feels like almost, especially from an artist standpoint. For me, I'm not an artist. Obviously, the most artsy thing I do.
They're just George Lucasing that thing.
The most they're George Lucasing it. The most artsy thing I do is this podcast here, and it almost seems like it's
you're an
killing
artist,
the art.
Caleb. Don't worry, deep down inside.
An artist.
Is that how it feels for you? Like it's almost like a killing of the art that is video games because you just
kind of like it's a killing of. Well, it's the I guess the art of story. And that's what I think what draws us to Final Fantasy. Like that's the reason why I started playing Final Fantasy was because of the stories. Like it was a franchise, like the only franchise that I remember like at the time that was really doing this like expansive story. And for them to be doing stuff like this, and it started with 10-2. Like that's where it started, where they started fucking with the stories and they no longer became art. It became more of a consumer product.
That's the Enix style, I would say.
Yeah, it's not even the Enix style. Well, it was that president. Was his Wada? Yoichi Wada?
Yeah,
Is that
Wada.
The last president? The one that like basically usurped. Not usurped. It's not Game of Thrones.
Hironobu Sakaguchi. Had
the one that took over
down.
for Sakaguchi for the Gooch.
I think it was.
It started with him, and like that's when you like realize that's when you start that's what I noticed when Square started becoming a shit show with a lot of their storytelling. And that's when you get like Advent Children and like the
wait. So you're telling me 10-2 is bad?
And then 10-2, like that's where it started, and where it just like disrespected the storyline. Like you had Yuna, who's this like pious maiden, and then like in the next one she's wearing boots and like shooting people in the face.
Yep, it's ridiculous.
It hurts,
and it hurts my soul thinking of that. I don't know. Is the company just
I think like that's
too big?
I don't know. So that's where like it began. But like to go back to your question, Caleb, I don't like it. I don't like the idea. I like things being encapsulated into like one cohesive story, one cohesive narrative, I guess.
I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot, though, and I've talked about this at length, obviously, with just the dates that they put out. I think Tabata, the way Tabata is, the way he does things, is really what caused this whole issue. Like he loves to be like, look, we're going to have news. News is going to be coming. Like the game is going to be released on this day. We have this big fucking cock in your face show where it's like, this is Final Fantasy 15. You've got an announcer, you've got a voiceover. It's like this massive event. It's coming out September 30th, baby. Everyone's like, oh, hell yeah, that's great. And then they don't make that date. And when they don't make that date, and then they miss the next date, and then now they're like throwing DLC in where they're changing around story elements. Like, oh, we probably should have worked on this more. It's like, yeah, maybe you should have. Like,
will this conversation matter in 10 years?
Yeah,
that's what I wonder.
Like for him to launch a game where you have that opening.
Are they
going to
DLC it into one of the greatest games of all time?
But like the fact that the fact that he had an opening for the game, which is like it's Ifrit. You see Ifrit like on like with the fire and everything, 15, and like you play through the vanilla version of 15, and Ifrit's not even brought up once in story. Does that make like that like shows like the level of
It is hinted
I guess
to.
his capability of like storytelling. I do not like Tabata. I'm so happy he has his own studio. And there's a way.
You sure about that now?
You sure about it? You like it that he has his own studio? I think he's been promoted
that's fine.
into having his own studio.
Well, it's promoted. No, he still did a really good job with 15. I think he ended up getting. The other thing too is I realized that I'm out of their target I'm out of the target demographic for their games. Okay. I am not the age group that they're going for. So I'm gonna have, I don't know, my opinions don't really matter as much, but I don't know. I just like, I'm happy in the sense that he touched another Final Fantasy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I don't know.
I like it because I'm glad the game came out
what?
and I loved it. Fuck off. I'm okay with it.
I don't know. I think it's an interesting line of thought of like, it's good, but not a good Final Fantasy. I think that's kind of crazy.
No.
Like
it's like 8. 8 has the same problem because 8 was also rushed. 8's not necessarily a very good Final Fantasy. It's a good game, but it's not a good Final Fantasy.
Yeah, but
it departs from way too much stuff. Like the fact that you don't have an equipment system. You don't really get to know any of the characters as much. Like you have interactions with the side characters like Quistis or not side characters, but like the other characters like Quistis and Irvine and Zell, but like you don't really get any real depth from them. It's the same thing. I guess it's not compared to other Final Fantasies where you've gotten like full story arcs from each character. Like even despite the fact that I can't stand 6, all those characters got like a 5-minute story arc, all of them except for Gogo.
And yeah,
Lamaro kind of got one.
Yeah, thinking of the little one.
He's explained at least.
He is kind of explained. Yeah, he's there. He's a Yeti. Okay,
he's friends with Mob.
That's right. All right, I got your thing here. You want to give us your rankings?
Okay, so my ranking, it alternates with 7 and 9, but those are my first two.
What is it today?
Then what was that?
What is it today?
It's 7 after the whole trophy thing with 9.
Okay.
And like how fucking insanely hellish that was. It's going down a little bit.
All right. 7 then 9.
7, 9, 8, 12, 15, 10, 5, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm very surprised that you put 12 so high.
I'm surprised you put 8 so
that
high.
remaster was really fucking good.
Yeah.
That remaster is really good. I like 12's gameplay. Like that's the thing that was also disappointing about 15 was that it didn't give you any form of control over the other characters and what they did. Which is like, he gave like some bullshit explanation why, which I was just like, you just didn't want to fucking program that.
I guess
that's all that was. You didn't want to program that, and you wanted to save time, so you didn't want to have to do like a whole gambit system.
I bet that was something started by Nomura, because that's exactly how Kingdom Hearts plays. You just play as Sora.
Yeah, that's right. That's fair. That's true. But he took over the fucking project, and obviously he did whatever he wanted to do. But it was like
that's true.
That scene from The Watchmen. That character. I forgot the reference. Never mind. That wasn't a good joke.
All right. I can't find I don't remember it either. So that.
Yeah. No, never mind.
That'll work.
Like the silhouette, but the silhouette gets raped. Anyway.
Oh. Wow.
Silk Spectre. That's what it is. Silk Spectre. Sorry. Go on. Sorry. Cut you off.
7, 9, 8, 12, 15, 10, 5, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So you're definitely a more middle and later Final Fantasy kind of a fan than you are the old ones.
Also, about 12, I really, really liked their summon designs. I thought the summon designs were fucking amazing.
Yeah, there's no need to use them, but yeah.
No need
fair.
at all.
You don't have to use them at all. Yeah. Well, that's close for most summons, though. You don't have to ever really use
them. Okay, so you said you had questions for us.
Yes.
Let me just ask you one. How did you find the show?
I typed in podcasts. So some of my work that I was doing before, it involved a lot of being like at the computer and using After Effects and being in silence for like 12 hours. So I need to listen to something, and I was looking up just podcasts. And I found you guys and then FF Union. And I stuck with you guys.
Oh, thank
for
you.
various reasons.
Oh, thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Welcome to the good side.
Welcome to the good side.
Is it the good side?
Depends on the day, but we do get twice as many chances to to have an okay episode every once in a while.
And we play the games, so that we
do play the games. That is something that we got.
Well, they play the games too. They just play it differently.
They're like, I'm playing 8 right now. That was my last episode I listened to.
Oh, really?
I was like, I'm done. I'm done listening to these guys. I used to listen to them, just be like, oh, Kindred Spirits. We're both doing Final Fantasy podcast. And I'm like, I can't do it anymore.
They got really, not to say you guys aren't opinionated, but they got opinionated on certain things. And then they get into speculation stuff, which I really fucking don't like a lot, at all. No offense to what's his face, to FF Peasant, but I can't stand that stuff. I can't listen to it. It drives me insane.
What counts as speculation?
Baseless theories.
Okay, all right.
Baseless, and you have no and this person has no concept of how production stuff works. Is the other thing. It's that. You can kind of tell the limited knowledge and basing their theories and their opinions on their emotions, which are not facts.
That is true. Yeah.
Emotions are not facts.
I did
you may feel a way about something.
I did I'll admit, I liked FF Peasant's FF15 Arden explanation before all the DLCs came out. I like that. And I think most of them were right. Am I correct?
None of them are right.
None of them are right
at all.
Okay.
It's terrible.
All right. Someone, is there a counter video essay against him?
No, there isn't a counter. I don't think anyone really wants to go down
Stolas,
that path. But that's just I've heard some of this stuff, and that's not true. That's not true either.
Okay.
He at one point said that not to shit on him because he has a fan base, and obviously it's entertainment.
And
people
it's way
should
bigger
enjoy
than
what
ours.
they enjoy.
Yep.
Well, he said because Diamond Weapon exists in Kingsglaive, the FF7 and 10 they have to be related. They have to be the same universe. And that's not how Final Fantasy works. Also, why do you have to
You're right on that one.
make a 30-minute video on something like that?
Well, the thing is
business.
Yeah, that's you have to disassociate their reality from what the fans are being served. So it's fan service to call it Diamond Weapon because we know what Diamond Weapon is. Diamond Weapon is the guy from 7 to us. But for all the people in Kingsglaive, Diamond Weapon is just that Diamond Weapon. So they're absolutely not connected because of that. They may be connected. They might be. I'm positive they're all from the same universe.
Well, technically, with Dissidia, they are all from the same universe. All the universes are combined together.
That's fine.
It's not the same. They're not the same galaxies or whatever the hell.
Yeah, they're not connected like that. So I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a fan reference for us to enjoy and for them to not know about.
How do you feel about Ocean's 12?
What is the movie?
Ocean's 12, the movie, yes.
I don't watch that shit.
I was thinking of, the oddest fucking meta shit that's ever been pulled, I think, in my life is Julia Roberts is the main woman in Ocean's 11. In Ocean's 12, they're like, wow, you know what? She looks just like Julia Roberts. It's Julia Roberts playing a character that looks just like Julia Roberts and then has to pretend to be Julia Roberts. It's fucking
That sounds like
crazy.
An easy paycheck for a Julia Roberts.
I'll admit, the movie made me laugh at that point. Then I had to think about it for a few days, and I'm like, what the fuck? Who would do that?
Yeah, what kind of meta shit is this?
And Bruce Willis talks to her. He's like, wow, Julia, you look great. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy town. Holy shit. Ocean's 8 coming soon. I don't know why that.
Oh, is that a new one? Ocean's 8?
Ocean's 8, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
oh my god.
Well, with all the women.
She's Mrs. Ocean, so
they're gonna do another trilogy, guaranteed. That's
8,
why
9,
they started
10.
at 8. Yep.
Yeah.
It's the age of women doing. It's the age of all men shows becoming all women shows lately.
Which fine. Well, whatever.
No, it is because Ghostbusters 2
not.
is a piece of shit, and the new Ghostbusters is actually kind of okay. So I'm fine. Do whatever you want. It's just sad because it's like can't do a new movie.
Can't do a new
Gotta
movie.
do Ocean's 8.
Well, that's the studios of being afraid of original material.
Yeah,
because
it gets destroyed.
So it's like doubly. So now it's got to be old material
with a new cast.
Yeah, now it's Jane Bond or whatever.
Oh yeah.
She fucks a bunch of men and kills people.
Yes.
Yes.
She has a Sean Connery accent too.
That's right. So you can't just do a great female spy movie. It has to be Jane Bond.
That's right. Yeah, that's what bothers me.
Yeah. It does. We're going off on a way big tangent.
True. Yeah.
That's okay.
We dove deep.
It's okay. That's what we do here on
Ocean's
UFF.
8. I've learned to accept it.
Does it bug you? Does it bug you when we're
No,
talking about
not at
something
all.
we go off?
I don't know. That's the one thing I do like about your podcast, not to like flate you guys or anything.
No, you can't.
But the one thing I do like, okay. But the one thing I like is the fact that it's a casual conversation. You guys aren't like super regimented, in that sense.
This is about as regimented as we get.
Yeah, which is fine. You don't need to do any more than this.
Yeah, which is bad. But yes, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
All right, you said you had some questions for us, and then we'll
hit us.
We'll get into the
all right.
the stump the fucking
Okay,
host.
so
God, my words.
it's going to be 10 questions. That's okay.
All right.
Okay. So, which FF had the least amount of summons?
Oh my God, this is a. Okay, we're going against each other.
Are we doing
Stump the
turns?
Stump.
Am I jumping ahead?
Are we taking turns or are we?
It's stump the host of
it
the
free for
hosts.
Whoever wants to fucking answer. I don't give a shit.
Who's
You guys
first?
Want to answer?
You want to flip a coin? I don't believe in not being totally fair here. Hold on.
Well, I think he's saying. All right, I call 5 through 6 or 4 through 6.
I was just gonna roll and see who got the higher number.
Oh,
I got a 6. You want to see what you get?
Yeah, I'll fucking roll it. 5.
Ah,
Insultingly close.
so
Don't
I
touch
get
my hand.
Okay, so it'll be me, then twice, and then we can do a re-answer back to me.
All right.
Same rules as stump the host. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What did we call this last time we did this?
I
don't remember.
I don't remember either. It's been a while. It's been a long time. That 15's been out for a while. A fucking long ass time.
It has
A year and a half.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, all right, we're ready to go.
Do you want me to ask it again?
Yeah, ask it again because I
Okay.
don't remember it.
Which FF had the least amount of summons?
Final Fantasy 1.
Final Fantasy 2.
Okay, that actually had summons in it. You assholes.
Final Fantasy 3. I can't.
Final Fantasy 13.
Fuck. No, Final Fantasy 4. Or, excuse me, Final Fantasy 15.
Final Fantasy
Oh
15.
yeah, duh.
Oh,
15
okay.
has
It
like
only had 4.
4 of them. Yeah.
Technically 5.
All right, so we're both at 0.
If we count what, Bahamut or?
No, Carbuncle.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's
5 if you
bullshit.
count
That's
Carbuncle.
easy mode.
But it's only Shiva, Shiva, Ramu, Arama, Titan, and Leviathan. Or the only summonable ones, and that's kind of...
Oh, see, that's a deceptive question there because you said summons. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's not deceptive. I don't think Bahamut can be summoned. He's like, I don't answer
he's not summoned.
I don't answer to any
he's a-
man, and Ifrit doesn't either. So
Yeah.
fine.
He's a cutscene. All right.
He's
Question
a
number 2.
cutscene.
What type of item were used to learn summons in FF9?
What type of items?
Yes. To learn summons in FF9. You had to equip an item to learn summons. I think you guys might have asked this before, or someone might have asked you this before.
It was jewels,
Yep,
like
that's
garnets
correct.
and stuff.
God damn it.
What is Aerith's birth mother name?
Her birth mother?
Aerith's
Yes.
birth. This is for me, Schweiss. Get the
Oh, sorry.
hell away from me.
Fuck, it is on the edge.
Aerith's mother. Oh, shit. Mrs. Ancient.
Okay. No.
Miss Ancient to you. Shoot, I know Elena is her fake mom, right?
No, that's also wrong.
Oh.
Ultimate Podcast, my ass.
Elena's Turk.
Oh, that's right, Elena. God, it's
You're thinking of Elmira.
Elmira.
Is her adopted mother.
I know the answer to this. It's
Obviously you don't, Twice.
It's deep down.
Do you want me to just give it to you?
You're already ahead by one. It's not gonna hurt.
yeah.
Infalna.
Fuck. I remember that.
I would have not remembered that. So
Shit. Yeah, but I'm the one that has the stupid memory with like bullshit things.
okay,
So,
all
I'm
right,
ashamed.
perfect.
So,
This is you.
what is the only summon that has been male or female depending on the installment? It's a main one. It's one of the main elemental ones.
What summon has either been male or female? So it's switched genders at some point.
It's the only one,
Okay,
and it's a main elemental.
clearly can't. Shiva, I would say that'd be pretty interesting, but no.
Siren.
Siren. I don't know if I'd say Siren is a main one.
I just had an epiphany of making Craig into Siren.
Oh God.
With the harp. Oh, that's beautiful.
God.
It has to be a tiny
That's
harp.
the next one.
It has
That's going
to
to
be
the
a
next
really
image.
tiny harp.
Oh God.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm going to write that down.
I love
Perfect.
that image, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see. What one has
Caleb,
changed? Carbuncle.
No,
Oh.
I said elemental.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
White magic's an element. It's
Leviathan.
Congratulations.
Thank
Yes, it
you.
is.
damn it. Yeah, because Leviathan's a girl at 15.
In 15, yeah. And he's now, or she's now, also in the World of Final Fantasy. So I think they're going to make it to juxtapose Bahamut. They might start making Leviathan into a female. Which FF had the least amount of unique bosses? A, 7, B, 10, C, 15. Unique meaning that like they weren't redesigned.
Oh.
Which had the least?
Which had the least?
Yes.
This is for me.
7, 10, or 15.
10 or 15. Which had the least unique. Carbuncle in 15 is normal.
Bosses, though. Unique bosses.
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 What do you mean by unique? Most amount of
Meaning,
different
no.
bosses?
Meaning like they are original designs. Meaning that like
Original
there's
designs.
no repeated designs. It doesn't have a recolor
15.
existing somewhere else in the game.
I'm going to go 10. FF10.
Twice?
I would go 10 too, but
There's only two more options here.
I'll go 7.
15. They only had 13 designed.
Damn.
15 has like nothing.
All right, we're tied.
Well, that's the other thing. You guys hadn't seen the bestiary. So for 15, they just included the bestiary into the game. So you actually can see like how many monster designs they have. It's just not that many. It's actually pretty good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is like another like thing about Tabata and like his workflow that I just don't understand.
Yeah, because they're obsessed with bestiaries.
This is the shit on Tabata podcast.
I'm not sorry everybody, I'm not a fan of Tabata. All right, number 6. Who is Vaughn's adopted father?
Vaughn's adopted father is...
Miguelo.
Good job. Yes.
Fuck you, Schweiss. I had that one.
What is the one recurring enemy that appears in 6, 13-2, and 12?
6, 13, 2, and 12.
That one's kind of a hard one. It's like a very distinct
Oh, my God.
reoccurring enemy.
I know what it is.
Fuck you, Schweiss. Hold on.
He is downloadable content in 13-2.
6, 13, 2.
That's the one I'm not sure of, but I'm pretty sure I know.
Okay, so 6 and 12 are the only ones I can really reference then, because I did not get that DLC. 6 6 and 12 similarities, and
He's kind of pervy.
he's kind of pervy. Oh shit. That purple motherfucker.
Craig?
No.
Craig as Ultros would be pretty good too.
Oh fuck.
Write that one down.
Oh no.
You're gonna get timed out soon.
Oh god. Whatever is the other fucking creature that follows Ultras around. That fucking purple motherfucker.
That's Chupon or Typhon.
Typhon.
It's not him.
It's not him. Okay.
Gilgamesh.
No.
No, he'd have mentioned 5.
I thought he.
It's
Okay, all right.
I
I'm
said
gonna go with
6.
Death Gaze.
13.
Death Gaze was the
No.
other one. He's not pervy, but
The wall.
No. God, what's wrong with you people?
That isn't both of those. I think.
It's Ultros.
Ultros.
Oh my god!
Ultros isn't in 12.
Is he in
Yeah,
12?
he is. He's the best. He's in the hunts. He's one of the hunts.
Oh my god.
What?
See, I was thinking the other guy. I didn't think it was Ultros.
But he's not like he's just a random enemy. He's not like he does not give him like a special story cutscene
really?
or anything. But you have to have only
Okay.
women in your party for him to appear.
How many more questions we got? I just want to see if I have a chance.
There's 10 and we're up to 7.
Okay, all right.
Or we're up to 8.
Schweiss is
Sorry,
ahead
there's-
by 1 right now.
Okay.
Oh,
Where'd you get
sure,
Death
yeah.
Penalty?
If you count Orthros as Ultros.
It's the same thing.
Oh. The pervy. I was gonna say Ultros, but I was like, he's not in 12. Fuck.
It's the same fucking thing.
Fine. It's your
Quiz
quiz.
mono. Okay.
This one's you, Schweiss.
Okay.
I think, right?
So, where do you get Death Penalty and Chaos in FF7?
Death penalty and chaos.
Yeah, in FF7, where do you get it? What location? Or who from would work as well. I'll take either or.
Who from?
God, these
I
are
never used Vincent.
real
Well,
questions.
Did you not see that one? It's in that one cutscene. Or not in the cutscene, but you get like a cutscene from it. It's like very significant because it explains Vincent's backstory. and
Oh.
you're interacting with someone.
The waterfall. I don't know.
Yeah, that works. That's fine.
You fucker!
Or you can get half a point, Joe, if you can answer who it's from.
Lucrezia.
Good job. That's half a point for each of you.
Oh, look at that.
That is, yeah. That would be who would give it to you. I never play with Vincent. I can't stand him. I can't stand.
Well,
his
he's not
chaotic.
like that great of a character mechanic. That's the other thing too about the remake. I'm interested to see how their play styles are going to differ.
Yeah, because
They'll
are
be
you
fine.
going to have Vincent just do whatever he wants in the remake? That'd
Yeah.
be kind of crazy.
Basically, I think it's probably going to be like a glass cannon type. But anyway, question
Ahead
number
by
8.
1.5 points.
Oh, I do. Oh, my bad. 8. How many times do you fight Ultimecia in FF8's story? Excuse me.
Ultimacia.
How many times do you fight her throughout the whole story? That starts from disc 1 to disc 4.
Would you count the people that she has inhabited?
Yes, because that's them dressed up as Ultimecia.
I'm gonna go 3 times.
4. Yeah. Is that a no?
Wait. Go. Oh, no. Go ahead, Spice. Give me your number.
Oh, I said 4.
Oh, I didn't hear. Sorry, clicked out. It's 6 times.
6 times.
3 times is, or 2 times is Adia. 1 time is Adele. 1 time in her actual form, her body, and then Griever, and then her ultimate form.
Oh, okay.
6 times.
Okay. All right.
And then-
I'll take that one. That's fine.
Last question.
Okay.
What
Craig
summon-
Schweiss won.
Oh,
Yeah. He's
last
won no
question.
matter what,
So-
but we'll answer it. Go ahead.
What summon did what summon did Lulu's first summoner die trying to get? Remember, Lulu had 3 summoners that she worked for.
Yep.
First one died from trying to get what summon?
Yojimbo.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry.
Man, Schweiss is kicking
That was
ass.
too hard for you.
That was an optional thing. That's why I knew it. Although does she tell you that it's Yojimbo? No, only when you go to get him. Huh?
No. Yeah.
She tells you that she was part of a past pilgrimage.
Yeah.
But then
and she's like all apprehensive about going to the cave.
Yeah. And then when you go in,
Well, I totally did everything up to Yojimbo. I couldn't beat him.
Why? He was easy.
Regular or dark?
Dark.
Okay, yeah, dark.
Did you do the Dark Aeons at all?
Tried to. Didn't beat him
Oh,
all.
God. I
at all.
can't imagine you trying to do the Dark Aeon.
I only killed...
FF10, I was seriously trying to platinum, and then at some point...
Why?
I was
Of all the ones trying to platinum, you're going to go for that one? That one's... How many hours did it take you, Schweiss, to do that one?
150 something.
Yeah, I think mine was like 170.
It's fucked up. It's so much.
That's a long fucking trophy.
You gotta stare at a monster's taint about 30% of that.
That is true. That I there were so many hours of my gameplay where I would just bring my little TV and my PS3 over to Joe's and just sit there and just taint grind. Like the whole day. I just sit there, he's grinding, I'm grinding, I'm staring at taint, we're drinking, cola, just hanging out.
Wait, whose taint were you staring at?
The monster eater in the arena.
And mine.
Oh, God.
Because you have to grind
Oh,
out.
those fucking luck spheres, yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
to get the
thing.
spheres, yeah.
Fuck that was so miserable.
I should have done it differently, but I did it the bad way. What I should have
Where you
done
got
is just...
the luck spheres for everybody?
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that.
Silly man.
Yeah, I know. What I should have done is just gotten it for the 3, fought Yojimbo, come back, deleted all of the luck spheres because I don't have time for that shit, and put in power spheres.
No, that's what I did. I made a mistake, though. I started filling out the grid before, or putting like random nodes in, before realizing like, oh, I have to actually do this in a certain way, so everyone gets to 255.
Yeah.
So I had to backtrack a little bit, which is
sick.
It's still painful.
It's a huge fucking board, man.
Yeah.
It's too much.
It seems so quaint before you have to fill it all.
And then you zoom out and it's like, oh, I've barely touched it. I beat the game and I'm not even close.
Congratulations, Schweiss. You beat the shit out of me. I got 1.5 points. You got 4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Is that what you expected, Stolas?
Yeah, kind of. You don't really do any side content, so...
Okay.
A few of those were solely based on that.
Here's what I realized by having these podcasts. I think I have memory purge. I think all the games that I played before we did a podcast I can remember really well.
Yeah.
And then I fucking play the games, do the podcast, like purge all my memory of said game onto the show.
And then you leave it there.
And then it's there.
And that way you can enjoy it later. That's what it is.
And it's no longer in my head.
Now you have a reason to listen to your own podcast. You're
That's
like, oh
right.
yeah, that was awesome.
I'll be honest. I went
game.
through this year. I went in January. I listened to all the reviews. There was shit. I was like, oh yeah, this thing. Well, that's what that game was about. I remember now.
I think you're a
That
robot,
happens, man.
and that's your RAM. And when you turn off,
dude.
you reset when you're here, and it just deletes all of the.
I did the same thing when studying for our history stuff. Like, so when I was in my undergrad, I had to learn about maybe like 200 slides worth of like different artists and like pictures and dates and all this stuff. Like, you had to memorize the significance, the artists throughout like a different time period. Like, it was up to 200 like slides. I did the same thing. I memorized all of it, and then as soon as the class was done, I forgot everything.
Yeah, I took an art class. No, obviously not at 200 slides worth of shit, but same thing. I honestly, I don't know who has drawn anything in life. I have no clue now. And it was like the final. There's like 40 of them, and I have to know.
Information sticks with you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Education worth it.
Whoosh, Final Fantasy though.
Final
That'll
Fantasy.
stick.
Yeah, that'll stick for you.
That art shit. No, if it's not Michelangelo's God painting, I don't know who the fuck drew what.
Oh my god. I can't believe it does happen. I wonder if it's the same concept as like going to a therapist. You're like purging all of your problems, and somehow it like kind of like heals you a little bit emotionally.
So you're damaged
because you're just forgetting it because you're putting it out, and now it's
games hurt me.
now you no longer are holding it inside.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Something to do with that. Awesome, Stolas. You wanna do a separate quiz then, me and you?
Yeah, fucking
do
bring it.
All right.
All right. So
You're not going to give us a collector's edition of FF15?
we got a precedent set here.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I could next time you're in the city, I could bring you to a bar.
You've done.
That was much less than I. Anyway,
You've done so much for us. You have no idea, Stolas. So I grew up Mormon. You have no idea how awkward I am in a bar. I don't understand it. I don't understand how to order a drink. I just
you definitely have to come to a bar. Then
sit
we'll go
there
to
and I'm
bar.
scared.
well, we went to a club.
Well, we went to the club. That was the first time, and then there was the other time where we were in New Jersey. I just sat there and I was like, I'm not fucking ordering at this place. And you stood there for like 40 fucking minutes.
Next time you guys are in the city, we'll go to a metal bar and stuff. Something that's like both of our palates.
A metal bar.
Yeah.
What?
Wait, is the bar part for you? Is that what it is?
No, I like metal.
Oh, okay. I just remember asking you why you didn't like Metallica, and
because I just don't really like Metallica.
I just didn't get a real reason.
And I appreciate them.
That's just
I'm just not into their music.
Oh.
Yeah, this wasn't enough for me that day.
Not into Beyonce. I just don't like her stuff.
That's fair.
I like both those.
We'll do that though. When we go to KupoCon next time, that's when
January.
we
There's dates now for the New Jersey one.
I don't think it was January.
It was January.
I'm
man.
telling you, it was like April.
I'm looking it up again.
You can look it up right now. I'll answer
be part of the quiz.
Yeah, it'll be part of the quiz. Bonus question.
When is KupoCon?
Yeah, that'll be fair between you and Stolas. I'm sure Stolas will know. So first up, Stolas as our guest. You get the first guess at this question that you've already know the answer to because you've said it in this episode. What is the name of the Yeti character from Final Fantasy VI?
Oh, Umaro.
Yeah.
Damn it. All right.
That was easy. I was like, damn it, he said Umaro just now. That question's moot, but all right, fine. Correct. Joe.
Yeah.
Who is Hope's Eidolon from Final Fantasy 13? What summon?
Oh my God.
It's a main
Jesus
stage.
Christ,
Hold
Joe.
on.
It's a staple.
I know it's a staple. Shut up.
Jesus Christ.
Shut up. I got this. Fuck. His Eidolon is. Yeah. Fuck. Fuck. I know this.
Do you?
I can think of everybody else's fucking Eidolon. That's what's driving me nuts here. I can think of Scissor Shiva. I could think of Lightning's Ixion.
Oh, that was another reason why I didn't want to play 13 because I saw that shit.
Yeah. It's not that bad.
That was enough to turn me off from the game.
What is his? Oh no. I can't think of it.
All right. Stolas.
It would be Alexander.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Big as
okay.
a castle. That's right.
Oh my God.
All right, Stolas, you're up next.
Yeah.
What is the name of the wizard from the first Final Fantasy?
Matoya.
Yep. Matoya.
I would have gotten that one, you fuck.
Okay, Joe, even though you
Would
can't.
you have?
Yes! Matoya's Cave,
I don't know.
man.
I don't know if you would have gotten that.
I think I would have.
I think you would have gotten Alexander before you've gotten Matoya. Whatever. All right,
Maybe,
go on.
because there is a big section of 14 that takes place in Matoya's
I'm
Cave.
thinking of FF13. I cannot remember what Alexander looks like.
He's just a big castle. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not
He's
like
kind of big and buff. He kind of looks like one of the judges from. Well, not really like a judge, but he actually. Oh, kind of. Someone's like looking like a judge or one of the Lucii from 15.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I don't use Hope very much, but I remembered that one. So.
Well, I haven't played it, so.
That's sad.
God damn it.
Fucking knew it. He hasn't even played the game. So, Joe, what is the name of the character in Kingsglaive who shatters his leg?
Is it Lucius?
Is that your final answer, Joe?
Le Chiffre is a bad guy in James Bond. I can't remember.
Shit, dude. Yeah. Okay, Stolas.
Libertas.
Yep.
Libertas.
It's Libertas.
I knew it was an L though. Come on, give me some of that.
Yeah, all right, you'll get half a point. The L. No, you know what? The L.
L's one whatever of a point.
You get 1/8 of a point.
1/8
That's
of a point.
1/8 of the letters from
Hey,
Libertas.
Stolas is already one. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, I know. Stolas. One last question here. What are the names of the kids from Final Fantasy Unlimited?
Oh, fuck off. I don't fucking watch that shit.
I got this one.
This one you should
God
have.
damn it. No, I don't have it.
No perfect score for you.
Yeah, I wanted to 5-0.
God. Fucking Final Fantasy Unlimited. No one watches that shit.
I know we don't even watch it.
Yeah, we don't.
I know. Bullshit.
I and
Here's your
you.
question.
That's right.
I and you
That is
are
the
their
name of the
names.
channel.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I get one. I get a point.
Fuck.
Okay. Good. Congratulations,
Yeah,
Stolas.
great work. We should do like a prize for these, honestly. That'd be cool. But
Their prize is just being able to talk to us, Troy.
I guess that's fair. Yeah. And to know that you know more than Joe.
Well, that's not hard.
Yeah, it's really
Fair.
not.
He did just go off about how he purges all memory of games in a therapeutic podcast. So
I think that's what it is, man. Like my memory pre-podcast is way better than my memory now. It just seems to last.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
what the fuck it is. It's
maybe
crazy
that,
though.
that has to be what it is. It's the purge.
Yeah, it's the purge. All right. Thank you so much, Stolas, for coming on to the show. Do you want to tell people about your art and if they want to hire you?
I don't know. I guess. You can visit my site at www.jfraiooliart.com. If you're interested, I can do a piece for you. Whenever you like.
All the newer logos have been him. The three first shitty logos were me and my Photoshop skills in quotes, and then the really good logos have been all him. So you can thank him for those. I thank him for those. Thank you very much, Stolas. They're awesome. And they
You're welcome.
You send us so many that I'm like, we can't even do all of these as fucking.
Well, I was thinking that maybe you guys can edit this out if you want to include this, but I was talking to Kill about this, that you guys should do a calendar and just use all the artwork that you haven't been able to use, or reuse some of the old ones. Like you weren't really able to use the one of you guys' FF8 characters. Like I like that one too.
That one kills me. I love that one so much, and Craig is Ultimacia as well. It's awesome.
Oh God, the Ultimation one like makes me really happy. I can't wait to make him into Siren. That's gonna be a really good one. But
with the little,
it's gonna be so good. I'm
with the
so
little
excited.
pubic leaf. It's
Is it a leaf or a clamshell?
something like
No, it's feathers.
feathers. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right.
They're
yeah.
feathers.
That's not a quiz question here.
No. I might make him to FF8 Siren. But yeah, since we have all these extra pieces, and like I would like to redo some of them because like I've gotten a little better with Photoshop. I haven't actually started working with Photoshop until like a couple of years ago. So I'm a little rough in some stuff. So I'm going back and fixing some of the pieces. We could possibly do a calendar if you guys are interested, and maybe some of the fans could purchase said calendar if they're interested.
That might be a good Patreon tier, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on how much it costs to make them and stuff. Because we can't get them printed on our current site.
Yeah, no, of course not.
So I don't know. Maybe that's a really good idea.
Images for shirts.
That'd be a fun kind of giveaway thing too. Maybe is like a calendar. That'd be kind of fun.
That would be
Hopefully,
awesome.
I'll have it done soon before the show ends.
That would make
before you guys are finished.
that would make Stolas $0, which I feel bad about every time. I'm like, God damn it, he's so
No,
good.
it's cool, man. I don't
All
really
right.
care. I'm not doing it for the fucking money. Obviously, if I was doing it for the money, I wouldn't be doing anything for you guys.
We got to give him $51 here, right?
That's true. Yeah.
We should just do that. You got the thing.
Yeah.
You're gonna get paid, boy.
Oh, thanks. I'm gonna buy
paid.
Nina no Kuni with that money.
That's right. In New York, that'll probably buy you a hamburger.
Oh God, don't fucking remind me
Maybe.
about how expensive everything is.
Yeah.
That's my eggs cost me $5.
Your eggs cost you $5?
I buy the organic ones.
Oh well, that's you, man.
Yeah.
It organically comes out of a chicken's vag.
The chickens
or whatever that is.
Little pens and like they eat each other's little vaginas. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
True. Although I will tell you, cage free, they just kind of stick them in a huge tube thing.
I get the roaming ones.
Oh, okay.
I got those at my house.
If I had space, I would definitely have chickens, but
so I would not. So. I would have to have a lot of chickens. I'd have to have like 6, 7 chickens.
Dude, I know. I eat so many eggs. Those things are gone all the time.
You're just like squeezing them. I'm like, come on, chicken, give me another egg. Gives me like a teeny one. I'm like, all right, good enough.
I don't think that they whenever you want them to lay an egg, they will not. So you gotta not care.
You gotta look away.
Yeah, you gotta look away.
And then you look back and there's an egg. You're like, Jesus, it's like magic.
All right, Stolas. Very good, guys. Check out his site. You can check us out as well at all the usual links. I think.
You can also follow me on Instagram.
Oh,
Jay Fraioli, JFRAIOLI art at Instagram too. Forgot about that one.
Perfect. Anyways, guys, we'll see you next week. I am going to try to plow. Well, Are you going? Sorry. We had some discussions pre-podcast that were in this arena. But are you going, Schweiss, to beat Vagrant Story by next week?
Dude, I want to.
Because if you say yes, I'm going to have another hell week. If you say no, then I'm not.
Yes.
You're going, okay.
I'm going to try.
Okay.
I call the mornings, though, because I work at noon till midnight, so I'm going to play in the mornings for streaming.
Okay, well, then I just won't stream, because that's when I will be getting up, playing, going to a movie, sleeping. That was my entire
Yeah, but when are you going to go to sleep?
week.
Like noon? Because I'm saying I work at noon, so I'm probably going to stream from like 9 to 11.
I'll start playing probably around 9 or 10 in the morning.
You can take it over.
Yeah, I'll probably take it over after you leave, yeah.
We should do that, yeah. Well, guys, check out the Twitch, twitch.tv/Ultima Final Fantasy. There's going to be some surprising activity. It's been a long time with these fucking Tactics Advance games lately that now we finally have a chance to stream again.
I got to get a hold of a memory card. Last time when I did Metal Gear Solid, I borrowed your memory card.
That's true, and you can see my beautiful.
Yeah, saw your beautiful save.
You can borrow.
I think I'll try to buy one. I think I'll go to the couple gaming stores here.
Oh, okay.
Try to get one. That'll be fun. Yeah. Thanks again, Stolas. We'll see you guys next week.
Enjoy the grind.